My name is Emily, and I've always been fascinated by the paranormal. As a freelance travel blogger, I'm constantly seeking out unique locations to explore and write about. My latest adventure led me to a small village named Wickerwood, tucked away in the heart of the English countryside. Little did I know that this picturesque vacation spot held a terrifying secret within its borders. Upon arriving in Wickerwood, I was immediately charmed by the quaintness and serenity. The village was dotted with cozy cottages, lush greenery, and a sense of tranquility that washed over you like a soft breeze on a summer's day. The locals were warm and friendly, eagerly sharing their stories of the town's rich history. News of my arrival caught the attention of an elderly woman named Mrs. Sinclair, who claimed to have a tale that would send chills down my spine. With a mischievous twinkle in her eye, she invited me to her villa, promising an experience I would never forget. As I approached the Sinclair villa, a sense of foreboding washed over me. It was a grand, Victorian-style mansion that had clearly seen better days. The once white paint was peeling off, revealing the decaying wood underneath. I couldn't help but feel as though I was stepping into a time forgotten, a place where the echoes of the past still reverberated through the halls. Mrs. Sinclair greeted me at the door, dressed elegantly in a flowing white gown. Her piercing blue eyes and the ghostly pallor of her skin instantly gave me goosebumps. She beckoned me inside, her smile sending a shiver down my spine. The villa was as eerie on the inside as it was on the outside. The air felt heavy, and a cold breeze seemed to travel through the hallways. Mrs. Sinclair began to recount the tale of the angry lady in white, a spirit that haunted the home for centuries. Legend had it that the lady, whose name was lost to time, had been wronged by her husband, resulting in her violent demise. Ever since, her vengeful spirit would seek out men, attacking them with a terrifying fury. Her face was said to be contorted with rage, her piercing screams filling the night. Mesmerized by the story, I couldn't help but feel a mixture of excitement and fear. Mrs. Sinclair shared chilling accounts of previous guests who had encountered the angry lady in white. Some would wake up with unexplained scratches on their bodies, while others would hastily pack their bags in the middle of the night, never to return. That night, as I settled into the master bedroom, a feeling of dread washed over me. The moon cast an eerie glow through the frosted windows, illuminating the room with a ghostly light. I shivered, my imagination running wild with visions of the paranormal lurking just beyond my sight. Suddenly, I heard the faint creaking of the floorboards outside my room. My heart pounding, I slowly approached the door and peered into the hallway. There, standing at the end of the corridor, was a figure in a flowing white gown. The angry lady in white turned her head towards me, her once beautiful face now twisted with rage. Her eyes glowed an otherworldly crimson, and I could see the scars that marred her pale skin. Without warning, she started to glide towards me, her screams echoing through the empty corridors. Pure terror took hold of me as I sprinted away from the apparition, desperately seeking an escape. The villa seemed to transform before my eyes, its once cozy corners now hiding unseen dangers. The walls closed in, and the air grew thick with an icy chill. As I ran, the angry lady in white pursued me relentlessly. Her ethereal form moved with supernatural speed, her ghostly screams echoing in my ears. It felt as though the mansion itself was aiding her in her pursuit, an accomplice in her mission to torment and terrorize. Frantically, I reached the front door, my trembling hands fumbling with the lock. Just as I managed to open it, the house seemed to tremble with a violent force. It was as though the angry lady in white was unleashing her full fury, desperate to keep me trapped inside her haunting domain. With one last burst of adrenaline, I stumbled outside, drawing in deep breaths of fresh air. The night was alive with the symphony of nature, a welcome contrast to the horrors I had just faced. As I glanced back at the Sinclair villa, I could no longer see the figure of the angry lady in white. It was as though she had retreated, defeated for now. Leaving Wickerwood behind, I couldn't help but reflect on the chilling encounter. The experience had shaken me to my core, reminding me that there are forces beyond our understanding that lurk in the shadows. The anger of the past can transcend time, leaving its mark on the living and the dead. Now, as I continue my travels, I find myself drawn to other haunted locations. The lure of the supernatural has become an indelible part of who I am. But always, in the back of my mind, I carry the memories of the Sinclair villa and the vengeful spirit that still haunts its halls. Perhaps one day I will return to Wickerwood, armed with knowledge and understanding. Maybe then I will uncover the secrets that lie within the walls of the Sinclair villa, bringing peace to the tormented spirit that is trapped there. Until that day comes, I will continue my quest to discover the truth behind the haunted places of the world, bringing their stories to light for those who dare to tread in the realm of the supernatural.